Welcome back, MJ Gang, to Season 2 and the premiere episode of Mara and Jake's Magical Storytime. I'm Alora, the Keeper of Wands, though I've since retired to the peace of the magical cave. One of my favourite spots here is the communications room, where a fascinating ancient artifact resides, the Looking Glass of Magical Messages. Have you ever heard its story? If you haven't heard its story yet, let's dive in and discover its wonders together. Forged from the first starlit crystal drawn from the waters of the Bridge of Eternal Dreams, the Looking Glass of Magical Messages was charged with enchantments to carry the voices of those in need to the farthest, quietest corners of the world. Its glimmer is said to hold the echoes of the first vow of friendship made between magical realms. It serves as both a lifeline and a reminder that even in solitude, no one is ever truly alone. Like many of us retirees, the Looking Glass of Magical Messages has found its home in the magical cave, continuing its service in our communications room as a vital link to the magical realms. This enchanted glass has borne witness to countless calls for help, including one from a young witch named Ivy.
Alora, can you hear me? It's Ivy. Please, I need your help.
I sighed as Ivy's image flickered into view. Her eyes were wide with fear, and her voice trembled. Another plea, carried straight to me, and just as I thought I'd finally have a quiet afternoon. Just as I was about to not answer and leave the communications room, my friend Hope the Phoenix Feather fluttered into view.
Alora, you know you must answer. Ivy's magic is at stake.
Fine, Hope, but just this once. I tapped my wand, and the looking glass glowed brighter. Ivy, I'm here. Calm yourself and tell me everything. Ivy replied to me frantically.
My wand, it's gone. I feel like I'm nothing without it.
Nonsense. You're not nothing, Ivy. Your magic begins with you. Now focus. When did you last see it?
Last night by my bedside, but this morning, it was gone.
I thought to myself, where was Ivy's wand? I reached out with my magic, letting the mirror shimmer with golden light as I searched for the wand's essence. Wands leave imprints in the magical threads of the world. Soon I felt a tug, a faint hum. Your wand isn't missing, it left. Ivy looked at me confused.
Left? Why would it leave?
My dear friend, Hope the Phoenix Feather gently said to Ivy.
Wands are mirrors of the heart, Ivy. They sense our doubts and fears.
Tell me, Ivy, did something happen recently that made you doubt yourself? Hesitantly, Ivy said to Hope and myself.
Yesterday, I tried a glowing moonberry potion and it failed. I blamed my wand. I said it was useless.
I thought, and then said to Ivy, there it is. Your wand didn't abandon you. It slipped away, hoping you'd find your trust again. Don't be ashamed. Even the best witches lose faith sometimes. At this point, Ivy was in tears.
So, how do I get it back?
I said to Ivy firmly. Close your eyes. Forget your doubts. Call to your wand, not with fear, but with belief. Then Hope chimed in.
Trust is the key, Ivy.
We both then watched as Ivy took a deep breath and whispered.
I trust you. I trust us. Please come back.
Soon we heard the sound of soft chimes growing louder, followed by a whoosh as the wand reappeared in Ivy's hand. Ivy was overjoyed.
It's back! Alora, it's really back!
I was so happy for Ivy. Of course it is. Your wand didn't need to be found. It needed to feel your faith. And then Hope added.
And now that it has, your bond is stronger than ever.
Thank you, Alora. And you too, Hope. I won't forget this.
Gently, I said. Remember, Ivy, the wand may guide you, but your magic begins in your heart. Trust yourself, and you'll never be without it. Ivy nodded as the bells chimed softly and the mirror dimmed as Ivy's reflection faded. As the room returned to silence, I felt a familiar warmth. Sometimes, a single act of kindness can remind us why we were chosen to carry magic in the first place.
You still have so much to give, Alora.
Perhaps a little hope. But for now, I'll settle for some well-earned peace and quiet. Do you want to watch one of my movies? Remember when I told you I had a brief stint on the big screen? That was ages ago, back when one of my young witches decided she wanted to be an actress in the human world. Can you imagine? Me, caught up in the drama of acting. I still chuckle at the thought. Oh, I have some stories to share about that adventure. I gave myself a graceful twirl, and the movie I once starred in began to play within the shimmering surface of the looking glass. Hope and I settled in, ready to watch and unwind. As I leaned back in my chair, a quiet truth stirred within me. I knew this wouldn't be the last call for help I'd receive. And I will answer the call. And to you, dear listeners, never forget that trust, magic, and belief unlock more than spells or wands. They unlock courage, friendship, and hope. So keep unlocking your magic, one step, one story at a time. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to subscribe to the Mara and Jake Magical Storytime podcast. And while you wait for new episodes, be sure to catch up on Season 1, available on all your favorite podcast platforms. Mara, Jake, Hope, and I are sending you lots of love. Until next time, see you soon.